I finally figured out this brush. Basically, I use it for smoothing my hair like all over. And then I'm going to use it to curl some pieces with some curlers. Rollers, not curlers, you know what I mean. So I'm like curling this piece sort of away, getting a curl on it, taking a roller. These are the acquired style X Luxie hair rollers, rolling her up. Like, am I doing this thing right? I don't know. Just filmed a little brand deal, so my hair's a little done. I think I need to like speed clean, well not speed clean, but for you guys it will seem like a speed clean. I need to clean this room. I'm gonna plug in, listen to a podcast, and just tidy up this space here. I need to like put away clothes and stuff too, so I feel like this is just gonna be kind of like a clean with me, tidy with me little segment. Let me know if you guys like these. I feel like I never really do them because I really don't have like a day that I deep clean my apartment every week. It's not like, oh, on Sunday I clean everything. I kind of am like oh, I'll clean my floors today, and like tomorrow I'll clean my kitchen, and the next day I'll clean my bathroom. I don't really have like the one day that I'm like doing the deep clean. And this isn't even necessarily like the deepest clean, but I feel like it'll motivate me if I know that I'm like filming it, you know? So let's do it. We're plugged in. I love cleaning my house, but now it smells like cleaning products. So we've gotta open her up, spray some of this. I don't know if I like cleaning my apartment with headphones in because I feel like I can't, like I'm not aware of my surroundings. I also have the noise cancellation mode on, but like, I don't know. I'm still kind of out on that. I think I'm gonna put on makeup now. I might go on TikTok live. That's my new thing while I get ready. It's kind of fun. It's like a real time way to connect with everybody. It feels very engaging. Random side note, I am gonna do a bunch of videos coming up about moving, my moving plans, just like life updates, because well, I feel like it's gonna be a whole saga of like the moving saga of it all. I'm not moving for a minute. It is, what is it, like mid-March when I'm filming this. I'm not gonna be moving until like early summer. Like I'm not moving for a sec, but I feel like the next few months are kind of gonna fill up. Like I'm traveling the last 2 weeks of March. I have like 3 trips back to back. And I feel like I like have other just travels and things. I'm going on a trip to Italy in May. April is pretty open right now. I'm like, do I want to go to Coachella? I'm open to it if anybody wants to send me to Coachella. But I'm starting to think about moving, and I'm starting to think about like just furniture and stuff like that. And there are kind of 2 things that come to mind when it comes to the new place of like things that I'm really wanting. I don't even know if invest in is the right word or just kind of like well researched. And that is a couch and a mattress. I really want a big plush comfy couch. I spend a lot of my time on my couch because I do work from home. I like to, you know, I'll switch it up. I'll sit at my table, you know, on the couch. And I just really want to hear from you guys if you have any specific brands of couches that you like that are very plush, that wear well over time. You know, I like my Article guy, but she's not very plush. It looks good. It's maintained the look over the years, but like, and it's not uncomfortable, but it's just not like the super plush couch that I have desired. Kind of want like an L shape. I don't even know what shape yet, but I just want a good couch brand that ideally isn't gonna cost me like too much money, but at the same time I'm willing to spend a good chunk of change because I feel like I want to keep this couch for the next like 10 years. You know, I want it to be like my couch. Actually, it's really nice when you get the couches that you could change the covers on them because you get a totally different look. So maybe something like that. Next, mattress. I would really like to get a king bed in my next apartment if I have this space, and I really want to get a good mattress. I feel like I spend a lot of my time in my bed. I, you know, have good sheets. I have good pillows. Time to get a good mattress. I don't even know where my mattress is from right now. I got it a few years ago. It's fine. Like, it's a fine mattress. I feel like I sleep fine. But I feel like I've been hearing a lot from people like, you know, you've really got to invest in a good mattress, like good mattress, good mattress. But I'm like, what even is a good mattress then? And I've heard, you know, oh, you should sleep firm, you should sleep soft. Should I sleep number? Like, I don't know. So let me know if you guys have any recommendations on either of those 2 things. I would really, really appreciate it. We could just start some threads in the comments of like, you know, I have a couch from this brand. I was looking at, in terms of couches, Lovesac. It seems like they have really nice sectionals. Oh my gosh, I feel like such an adult, like with the commercials on the TV that they used to be like, get your sectionals here. And I'm like, what sectional should I get? Lovesac and Sundays. I think Katie got her couch from Sundays. It looks like they have nice sectionals too. So let me know. Oh, I did get my nails done last night when I was feeling a bit better. Like this Barbie hot pink, and then I got chrome over them because I'm going on some warm weather trips in like a few weeks. So I figured when they grow out, they will, you know, they're kind of giving Barbie right now. Hi Barbie. I like the hot pink contrast with my dark hair. I do. What can I say? It still smells like cleaning products in here. Hopefully we can air it out. We're gonna make a drink and talk about the sponsor of today's video, because that is the drink. We're making an Element electrolyte drink. I am so excited to be working with Element over on my YouTube channel. This has seriously saved my life because I'm getting over the stomach bug. And let me tell you, with that, the biggest thing is staying hydrated because you are depleted. Everyone that I was texting and they were like, oh, get better, you know, make sure you drink a lot of water and have a lot of electrolytes. Well, all I have to do is walk 2 steps to my kitchen, grab a packet of my Element. I've been trying so many of the flavors. Danielle got me hooked on these over the summer, really. Citrus salt is probably my favorite. Element is a tasty electrolyte drink with everything you need and nothing you don't. So that means that it's a lot of salt. It's definitely different than other electrolyte drinks that I've tried, but honestly, I love the taste. It's no sugar, no coloring, no junk, no BS. It's formulated to help anybody with their electrolyte needs. I feel like it's perfect if you are working out a lot or out, you know, in the sun, sweating a lot. Of course, if you're sick and you need to up your electrolytes, but I feel like it's also just good to incorporate into your routine if you're just an everyday person, because you know, we all could use a little boost sometimes, am I right? Electrolytes facilitate so many of like the functions of your body, so it's definitely important to stay replenished on those no matter what you're doing. I really like rehydrating with an Element after I take a spin class. I feel like I'm working really hard, I'm sweating a lot, and you know, my body's feeling a bit depleted. I feel like I'm still kind of getting over this sickness, so my body still needs a little extra love, and now I'm stirring her up. If you are one of my friends, I keep these things on me now, so if you ever want to try, just say, give me an Element and I'll hook you up. It's perfectly suited for people who keep keto or low carb, paleo. Element is used from players in like the NBA, the NFL, Olympic athletes, Navy SEALs, and then just regular folks like me. Cheers. It's such a unique taste. I just need you guys to try it to see. And right now, Element is offering all of my subscribers and all my viewers, so all of you guys, a free sample pack with any order. So that's 8 single serve packets of Element, and these are gonna be included free with any Element order. This is a great way to try all 8 flavors of Element. You can see which one you like. I definitely think you need to try all of them before you decide. You could try all 8 flavors, or you could share them with a salty friend. Get yours at drinkelement.com/brookemicciobusiness. The deal is only available through my link, drinklmnt.com/brookemicciobusiness. Link down below. And you guys will have to let me know what you think. I feel like it's cold and flu season. Like, I don't want to jinx anybody over here, but I should knock on wood. It's always good to have electrolytes on hand. Cheers, guys. I heard Paige DeSorbo say she does therapy from bed, so now I'm doing therapy from bed. Because, I mean, if it's virtual and I could be in the horizontal position, why wouldn't I be? This goes back to the mattress conversation and couch. If my couch was a little bit more comfortable, I could do it from my couch, but I don't really have a couch that I could like lay on. And this, it doesn't, like, I could make it look like I'm in bed, but it doesn't need to be like full laying down. Like, I can kind of do it like this so that she's not like, okay, you're literally under the covers, girl. I don't know why I care what my therapist thinks about me. Maybe that's something I need to unpack in therapy. The glam is glamming. I tried some new products from Merit. I feel like they look really skin-like, which I like. Like the blush and the highlight, like I feel like it's dewy. I actually have a shit ton of makeup on, so you would never know. But yeah, that's where we're at. I've got myself positioned. I haven't really cleaned my room since I've been sick. I cleaned like the other room. But I have my water, my tissues. Somehow I always cry in therapy. Even if it's not sad. Like today I'm like thinking about, you know, what I'm gonna talk about. I'm like, I don't really need to trauma dump today, but maybe I'll cry. It's like, it's a release, you know? Listening to the songs that I've put in my Soul Cycle playlist. Hi, good morning. I woke up at 7. I guess I turned off my alarm instead of hitting snooze. So then I was like, red panic, gotta get up, gotta go, because I have a doctor's appointment at 10 a.m. on Long Island, and I woke up at 8:15. I knew it was an hour drive away. I had to get my car, everything. So I was like, we gotta go. So we're here, no makeup. It's good. It's just my annual OB-GYN appointment. I guess not OB, because OB is like if you're having a baby, but Just my gynecologist. I always come with like a laundry list of questions. I feel like TikTok scares me the most with medical stuff, and I'm like, okay, do I have this? Do I have this? Do I have this? But it's great. She's amazing and she calms my nerves. But the last time I had my annual appointment, I actually didn't go to like my normal doctor. I went to someone else in the group, and that's kind of how the whole thing of like, if you followed me last year, you know, basically I have like kind of denser breasts. Like they're a little lumpier. So then I got sent for a ultrasound, then they found like a swollen lymph node, and then, you know, that started that whole process of like, we got to do surgery to get it out, whatever. I ended up being fine, but it just was like, I feel like it started at this appointment last year and like was a whole medical saga like through the summer of last year. You know, I would rather be safe than sorry. But I'm just hoping that this year we are just smooth sailing. Look how cutie this little purse is from Madewell. I love it. I feel like it is like the perfect size. It came with a longer strap too, but I feel like as like a little shoulder bag, it actually fits a good amount of stuff too. You can kind of throw it like this. Like this outfit's very chic. It's kind of all J. Crew. I have like a J. Crew trench, this little J. Crew sweater. I'm gonna button this because, like, you know, I'm a lady. The best mall ever is nearby, Roosevelt Field. On Long Island, but I can't tell if I'm in a shopping mood or not. There are like a few things I need. None of my jeans are fitting me right. They're all fitting me like boyfriend jeans because I'm just so skinny. No, they are a little big on me. I feel like I've just gotten fit over the past year. And the stomach bug a little bit pushed me over the edge here, but I just need a proper fitting pair of jeans. Like you know, sometimes I don't want loose baggy in the butt. Sometimes I want like a little fitted. Like, come on, girl, you know, you're a little feminine sometimes. But I'm like, should I just do an online order? Because I feel like that's the type of thing that I should just order a bunch of pairs online, try them on in the comfort of my home and mail back, what doesn't work, and like, you know, do it that way. I also need a wedding guest dress for Ben's sister's wedding that's coming up in like 2 months. So I need to start thinking about that. It might be nice to like go to a department store and like browse and like get my eyes on things, hold some colors up to me and see like what I like. But at the same time, I don't know if I have the patience for that today. Well, we'll see how this goes. If it's like really quick and painless, then yeah. All right, I've procrastinated long enough. We have to go inside. All right, my appointment took literally 15 minutes, so I'm at the mall. I actually have to go to the bathroom too, but I'm gonna run into Nordstrom and just see their offerings. Stop by Aritzia, see if they have any good basics. I like this dress for a wedding, but the colors are just, I do not like those colors, but the cut is really pretty. Finished Love is Blind, then it started like aggressively downpouring, so I just did everything for my couch today. I actually feel like I had to do a lot of like concepts today. Sometimes brands that I work with require written out concepts before you work with them, of like a script essentially, or like a really, really detailed outline of like what you're going to do to promote their product or service or whatever it is. And sometimes other brands don't care. I would say that the larger companies, the ones that maybe they are affiliated with like another company, they have a parent company or something, they are more, there are just more levels of like approvals and stuff, so usually they want those sort of things. So I just got a bunch of that done for some exciting collabs coming up. I feel really grateful. Lots of really cool big things coming. Nothing insane, but I did finish Love is Blind, and this is going to include spoilers. I just want to talk my shit, and I don't know where to do it without it being like spoiler alerts. I'll put a little time on the screen here of where you can fast forward to if you don't care about Love is Blind, or if you don't want there to be spoilers, because this is going to be from the entirety of season 6, which I know maybe not everybody watched all of it yet, but you can always come back later and, you know, let me know what you think. I want to pulp all of the couples so that I can adequately say what I want to say about all of them. I will say a lot of couples like fell off this year. I feel like normally quite a few more make it to the altar. There were only 2 couples that actually made it to the altar, and only 1 that actually got married, which is just insane to me. I mean, I think it goes to show that love really isn't blind. And there's like maybe like the one-offs of like the exceptions. Like I feel like there's maybe 1 couple from every season that works, but overall, because they film, you know, they say it's like a social experiment, like it's not gonna work. Okay, I guess I should talk about like people in the pods that I liked. Obviously, I feel like everybody is rooting for Jess and wants the best for her. She was way too good for Jimmy. I mean, to be honest, she's so beautiful. I feel like she could have gone on almost any reality TV show. I guess this one made sense for her because she like lived in Charlotte and stuff. I think that idea like could work because it's like they don't typically have to move and uproot their lives. They usually like live in the same city that they're dating in. So I feel like that's like kind of how the concept could loosely work versus like a Bachelor type show where it's like they come from all over the country or even all over the world to date. This, it's like Charlotte, so they cast like Charlotte local people. Or they did Texas, I know. Didn't they do like Seattle? So we'll start with Ken and Brittany. I just feel like some of the edits on this season were really choppy too. Like to me, they seemed like they were gonna be a great couple. My mom's actually on that episode right now where they're transitioning from like the pods to the honeymoon type trip, I guess, the tropical trip that they go on. And my mom's like, oh, I really like that couple, like the principal. And I was like, yeah, Ken and Brittany. But I feel like the way that they set it up, they're like, oh my god, they're this amazing couple and he's so good to her. And then it kind of just all of a sudden it was like, nope, they actually didn't like each other after all. And there was kind of no explanation there. So I feel like there was choppy editing on that part. Wishing the best for both of them, I guess. I heard that breakup was also like, it was a staged breakup. Johnny and Amy, they're the ones that actually got married. I feel like they both are like quirky and I think that's why they're good for each other. I do feel like it was, for me, this was kind of an unlikely pairing because I feel like we didn't see a ton of their relationship and then it was like, oh my gosh, they're engaged. But like after you see their personalities together, I feel like they make sense. I hate that like birth control was the whole thing with their storyline because they just had no drama, so they clearly had to like manufacture drama. Not that birth control isn't like a big thing to discuss and a really important topic, but they really drew that out. Someone has to go on birth control. It's like, I feel like they must have found a solution but they were like drawing it out for some reason. The wedding was adorable, so happy, and you could tell that their families really get along and they're both really close to their families. Like there was like the shots of like Johnny's sisters walking down the aisle. Truly heartwarming, and I really hope that they stay together. But I feel like they will. I have really good feelings about them too. I'm gonna be so upset if I hear anything bad about them. Do you know some things like come out after the show or like some of these people have like full-on relationships that they like had gone on the show and like had a girlfriend or something at home. I mean, I don't see how that could be possible, but people come out of the woodwork. AD and Clay. AD, I love her so much and I just want the best for her and I feel like she has the biggest heart and she is a sweetheart. I mean, just the way that she handled the whole like Sarah Ann situation, I feel like she's a girl's girl. Like she had Laura's back 100% on that and I loved that. I feel like she says it like it is. She's obviously gorgeous and from what we see of her, I feel like she's just a gem and like deserves the world. And with that being said, I feel like Clay is not her person. I feel like he kept reiterating again and again and again, I really want to work on myself. I really want to work on myself. I'm not ready for marriage. And like he was putting all the signs out there. You know, they went to the altar and he said no. She said yes at the altar. He said no at the altar. I just feel like he's a walking red flag with like the amount of times that he was like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. He basically was saying I still want to date, but I feel like she's got to get out. I hope that they're still not together. I haven't looked up anything further. He basically said he didn't love her. He's got issues. Because he was saying, he was like, I feel like marriage is really tough. Like parts about marriage that are like blurred lines or something. He said one phrase that I was like, what? What about marriage is like confusing to you? Anyways, Jeremy and Laura. No, I mean, that guy sucks. Wow. Talk about someone else that needs therapy. I could say that as someone who's in therapy, okay? I mean, it's crazy. I feel like they come and they're like, yes, I'm ready for marriage. And then they're just so clearly not. He has a lot of inner demons, clearly. And the gaslighting and the accusatory, like the way that he tried to throw that whole situation when he was out with Sarah Ann on Laura, yeah, it's a lot. And I just like they're not like the personality match. I feel like Laura's like big personality and Jeremy needs someone that's gonna be just kind of like do what he says, which is so unfortunate. But I feel like Laura is like a kind of like take no BS kind of gal and they are just polar opposites. That's why I'm like, how did these people, like what did they even talk about in the pods that they fell in love with in the first place? Because I feel like you do get the vibe of someone's personality, like if they're more tell it like it is kind of person or if they're a little more like reserved and like respectful. Jimmy and Chelsea, that breakup came on quick. I thought that they would at least go to the altar. I was expecting that, but they did that whole like amusement park date. He is also CEO of like manipulating. He like posed the question to her, so are you gonna say yes or no? And then she was like, I don't know yet. And he was like, well, I'm not gonna say yes. And she was like, wait, you just set me up? Like, what? He just sucks. I feel like he didn't really like her. I mean, you could tell straight from out of the pods, the comments that he made about her physical appearance were not something that you would want someone who's supposed to be your future husband to say. They're just not compatible in the slightest. Their fighting styles, their conflict. I really wanted to root for Chelsea. I wanted her to like have her redemption arc, but she just started looking bad and kept looking bad, I feel like, because she tried so hard to make it work with this guy and it's like, girl, he just doesn't like you. I hope that some good comes out of this for her, not for not for Jimmy. He kept calling her clingy. He was just straight up rude, like absolutely unacceptable. And he had a whole thing like, you crossed my boundary with saying Jimmy had introduced Chelsea to his best friend who was a girl. Well, actually it was two girls. He was like, these are my best friends. Later came out, I guess, that they've hooked up before, and Chelsea brought it up, and Jimmy was like, you crossed my boundary. And it's like, I mean, I get it, like, you're bringing it to TV, so I guess that's crossing a boundary, sure, but I mean, facts, like, that would be a real problem for me. I definitely think that guys can have girlfriends. If your best friend is a girl and you've hooked up with before, like, ugh, we really need to like look deeper into that relationship. I just need more. I really liked Trevor, but then a bunch of news came out that he went on the show and like had a girlfriend at home. I don't even know who to trust anymore. I don't. It was a really good season. It was a really crazy season. I mean, they definitely picked some people that were like good for reality TV, I'll tell you that. I'm just struggling to understand the pros of going on the show, because I feel like it's pretty exploitative of your life in a way that like you kind of need to involve like your friends and family. You show a good amount of your personality. I feel like the filming time and all of that's a lot. I can't imagine that it's super lucrative. From what I've seen, it's actually like the opposite of lucrative. Like, you're almost spending money because you have to like take time off of work and things like that. I just am struggling to see, like, if any of you guys know anyone that's gone on the show, like, please tell me what their thoughts are, because I mean, I guess if you find love, then it's truly worth it, but it just seems like the statistics or the odds of it all working out are so low. But they make for really good television, because I'm over here like, let me pop some popcorn, this is incredible. But at the same time, it's like, it is someone's life, you know? So that's my Love is Blind recap, and just kind of talking my shit. As per usual, the girls were much better than the boys. I think the last episode of Traitors is on tomorrow. Traitors season 2. That's like the other reality TV show I'm watching. I really want to take off my makeup because I just feel myself breaking out. Don't know why, don't know where this is coming from, because my skin has been really good. I'm going to take care of that. I'm gonna actually take a nice shower right now. Let's do that. Wrong way. For Pressed Juicery, so let's go get an acai bowl. Oh, this suction case is truly saving my life. I just suctioned it to my cabinet. Oh, and that workout was so hard. It was the first one back, I feel like, after being sick, but I'm doing a SoulCycle class meetup tomorrow, so I knew I needed to go at least once before that. Anyways, we're fueling our body today. Acai bowl. I got a large. Comes with granola, agave, strawberries, blueberries, banana. And then for juice, I got greens too. This is like my favorite one. It's pretty sweet, but it's delicious. Apple, cucumber, celery, lemon, spinach, kale, parsley. And then I saw this detox one and I was intrigued. It's called the Simple Cleanse. Water, lemon, allulose, ginger, cayenne. I asked the woman working, I was like, do you recommend this one? And she was like, honestly, it's pretty good. What did she say? Like almost like lemon water or something. So I was like, all right, I'll try it. I think I might try that tomorrow morning though. And just like that, it's noon. I have a filming day just with myself for some ads and things. I'm like, all right, if I'm gonna do my hair and makeup, I might as well like bang out a bunch of stuff while I'm like looking good. But we have to do our makeup to get there. I know I talked about it a little bit already, but I have that SoulCycle class that I'm hosting tomorrow. Basically just, I helped collaborate on the playlist. It's like a little meet and greet before. That'll be in the next vlog, but I know that I'm gonna be like taking photos and stuff, and I just wanna feel confident. I think I'm gonna ride on the podium, which is crazy. That's like next to the instructor, like on the stage. I'm gonna see how I feel tomorrow, but I think I can do it. So I wanted to have like a glowy body, so I just used my Jergens Natural Glow all over my body, and I really want to add some tanning drops into my makeup routine today. But I'm actually going to also use the Isle of Paradise Sunny Serum, which is the product that I went to the event for. So I'm going to mix in my tanning drops that I use into the Sunny Serum. But I actually like this as a base to makeup. Kind of helps with making your skin look glowy. I feel like if you put a foundation or like enough concealer and other products on top of it, it helps with making your skin tone look more even. The day slipped away from me. I just feel I've outgrown this space, and I feel like it's like affecting everything I do, which I recognize how privileged and annoying this sounds. It's not that I'm in a rut, because like I don't think I'm in a rut. I just feel kind of stuck and uninspired. I've lived here for 3 years in the same apartment, and then I've still lived in this building, and it's a fantastic building. I love it so much, but I'm struggling with like the reasoning for why I feel this way, but I just feel unmotivated, uninspired. And I feel like I just am so ready for a move at this point. As someone who spends all day, every day from home, like working from home, you know, my environment's so important to me, and I think switching it up, as much as I like to be home and be like in my routine and stuff, I think the actual like process of moving and redecorating and just kind of like getting settled into a new space is kind of something that I need right now. It's gonna be a minute before that happens. Like, it's not happening anytime soon. I just kind of wanted to share where I'm at. I don't know, I just feel like the days kind of pass by in this place. It's also, you know, it's winter, that's what happens, but things are looking up. Things are really looking up. I just know that the next few weeks and then into April, things are gonna be really good. I feel really good about it. I'm gonna sleep at Ben's tonight. I'm just getting everything. I just saw a TikTok, it was like POV, like packing to go to your boyfriend's. It was like, you bring everything under the sun. I've started doing the opposite. I've gotten to that point because I'm, you know, so used to the back and forth now of just coming and going. I almost bring nothing. I feel like I used to bring like everything to do work from there, multiple different types of outfits. I've gotten to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna bring my Kindle and something that I could wear home tomorrow. I would rather like go over there after work hours and then wake up early in the morning and take myself back home versus like have to be like, oh wait, I should do some of my work here, you know, trying to pack light. Oh, but speaking of books, I finished The Women by Kristen Hanna, loved it. I finished another book that I read on my Kindle last night by Luann Rice. Do not recommend. I'm gonna give it like 2.5 stars. It had potential, like the plot and the setting and everything, and it just, bad thriller. I'm reading now Drowning Woman by Robin Harding. The thing is, I'm making like these rogue choices just based on what's on Kindle Unlimited, because it's like, it gives you the recommendation. It's like, read this book on Kindle Unlimited. And I'm like, all right, sure. I'm probably like the only idiot actually clicking on these ads, but let me know if anybody else is clicking on them. But this seems pretty good so far. It's, this woman appears to be like on the run. We're kind of getting to the reason of why, all about it. I'm ready for like summer beach reads and stuff again. Just frilly little nothings. I'm so excited for the new Ellen Hildebrand book. I think I'm gonna be getting an early copy, so I will obviously review that for you guys. Stayed up late reading last night for the first time in a while, actually. It felt right.